Hi guys. Ever felt like she's slipping through your fingers, but you can't quite put your finger on why? Today, I'm breaking down the 10 undeniable signs that she's preparing to move on to. Now, this isn't just another list. I'm going to give you a deep dive, no holds barred analysis. Here's the thing. Women rarely announce their moves. Instead, they move in silence, catching you off guard when it's too late to react. They communicate their feelings and intentions through actions rather than words, making subtle changes that are easy to overlook if you're not paying attention. Now, you might be asking yourself, if she's moving on or not interested anymore, why doesn't she just open her mouth and say something like, we're grown? Let me explain this. Women usually move on in silence, not only to avoid conflict, but also to prevent giving you a heads up, hoping you'll take the hint and leave them first. It's the same reason why most jobs don't give advance notice before firing someone. This is to avoid disruption, resistance, and the emotional fallout that comes with letting you go. By slowly pulling away, women create a situation where you're more likely to initiate the breakup, sparing them from being the bad guy and making the transition smoother for both parties. Now, I'm going to go ahead and expose the red flags that scream she's moving on, even if she hasn't said a word. This video will deliver some hard truths that will arm you for what's coming next. If you want to prepare yourself so you can see disappointment coming before it blindsides you, you landed on the right video. So let's dive in and uncover this brutal reality. Sign number 1, emotional and physical distance. When a woman starts pulling away both emotionally and physically, she's already halfway out the door. Emotional distance is usually the first step. She stops sharing her thoughts, her feelings, and experiences with you. This lack of emotional intimacy creates a void, making the relationship feel hollow. Physical distance follows as she becomes less affectionate and avoids sex with you, further widening the gap between you. Emotional and physical closeness are the foundations of any strong relationship. If she's withholding both, it's a clear sign that you're not aligned anymore. This distance means she's prioritizing her independence over the relationship, indicating a serious disconnect. Analyze how often she used to initiate physical contact compared to now. If she's no longer reaching out for hugs or kisses or even just simple touches, it shows that she's mentally preparing to be without you. Sign number 2, the excuse factory. Excuses are the building blocks of failure. If she's constantly busy or tired, it's not her schedule that's tight, it's her interest in you that's slipping away. Women make time for what they value. If she's making time for everything else and everybody else except you, it's because she doesn't see the value in spending time with you anymore. Pay attention to the patterns in her behavior. Is she always available for friends, hobbies, or even like little small things, but never for you? This isn't just her going through a rough patch. It's a deliberate shift in priorities. Back when she was interested, she found time for you, despite how busy her schedule was. But now, her constant excuses are a way of her creating distance without directly confronting the issue. Observe how often and when these excuses come up. Are they becoming more frequent and less believable? Is she canceling plans last minute or avoiding making any commitments at all? This behavior screams a lack of investment in the relationship. She's testing your tolerance, hoping that you'll get the hint and back off. Sign number 3, digital distance. When her communication mirrors her emotional distance, don't ignore it. Less texting, shorter replies, leaving you on red. This progressive distancing act targets you directly. Digital distance reflects a shift in emotional priorities. Analyze the frequency and quality of her messages now versus before. If she used to send you long, engaging messages, but now gives you one-word replies, it's a red flag. Look at the response time too. Is she taking hours or even days to reply when she used to respond within minutes? This isn't just about being busy, it's about prioritizing you less. Is she active on social media, posting, liking, and commenting on other people's stuff but ignoring your messages? This means she's deliberately choosing not to engage with you while staying connected with other people. It's a clear indicator that you're not a priority anymore. If she's no longer sharing her day, thoughts, or feelings with you, it shows that she has emotionally checked out. This cold shoulder is her way of creating distance without having to face the confrontation head on. Sign number 4, not seeking your opinion. She stops asking for your advice or input on things that matter to her. This isn't just a slight change, it's a significant indicator that you're no longer a crucial part of her decision-making process. When a woman values a man, she seeks his perspective and values his input. If she's making decisions without consulting you, it's because she doesn't see you as a significant influence in her life anymore. You have to look at the patterns here. Was she previously asking for your thoughts on everything from nail color to personal problems? If that's changed, it's a clear sign that she's mentally and emotionally distancing herself. When a woman stops seeking your opinion, it means she's starting to envision a future where your input isn't necessary. She's putting her independence first and making decisions solo. Also pay attention to the topics she used to discuss with you. If she no longer shares her plans, dreams, or problems, it's because she's shutting you out of her inner world. This shift shows she's moving towards making you less relevant in her life. Recognize this as a sign that she's prepared to move on without saying it. Sign 5, lack of future talk. If she avoids conversations about your future together, it signals uncertainty. Future plans solidify relationships. Without them, she's reconsidering yours. When a woman is truly into you, she'll be all about discussing future plans, trips, living arrangements, long-term goals, etc. If she's avoiding these topics, it's because she doesn't see a future with you. Pay attention to her reactions when future plans come up. Does she change the subject, seem disinterested, or give super vague answers? Her reluctance to discuss future plans means she's not picturing you in her future. It's a clear sign she's mentally checked out and thinking twice about the relationship. Once again, look for the patterns. Was she once excited about planning the future with you, but now avoids the topic altogether? This change shows a serious disconnect. When a woman stops talking about the future, it's because she's unsure about the relationship's longevity and she's likely preparing to move on. Sign number 6, she's overly critical and picks fights. If she's subtly nitpicking everything, especially little minor things, she's not just being difficult. By undermining you, she's making it easier to eventually leave. Criticism is her defense mechanism to create space. Take note of when and why she criticizes. Frequent, unnecessary criticism is a big sign she's emotionally checked out and preparing herself for a breakup. Here's the deal. When a woman starts nitpicking, picking fights, and criticizing every little thing you do, it's not about those small issues. It's a tactic to create emotional distance and make it easier for her to justify leaving. This is her way of pushing you away and mentally preparing herself for the end. Pay attention to the timing and context of her criticisms. Is she picking fights over little things? Does she blow up over things that had never bothered her before? This shift in behavior is a clear sign that she's emotionally detaching. She's setting the stage for a breakup by making you seem less desirable and the relationship more problematic than it really is. Analyze the reason behind these fights. Usually you'll find that they're minor and they just serve as an excuse for her to disconnect emotionally and prepare for a breakup. Frequent and unnecessary criticism and arguments are major red flags. They show that she's already checked out and she's just waiting for the right moment to leave. She's not invested in fixing the relationship. She's invested in distancing herself from it. Recognize this pattern and understand that it's a sign that she's preparing to bail on you. Sign number 7, less effort in appearance. When she stops making an effort to look good around you, take note. Physical attractiveness isn't just about vanity, it's a signal of continued interest and investment. If she's no longer dressing up, doing her hair, or putting in any effort like she used to, it's because she doesn't feel the need to impress you anymore. Here's a hard truth. A woman's appearance reflects how much value she sees in the relationship. When she was into you before, she made sure to look her best because she cared about your perception. If that's changed, it's because her interest is fading. It's okay to be comfortable around each other, but not to the point of letting yourself go. This is about her not caring anymore because she doesn't care about you anymore. Pay attention to the patterns for this one as well. Did she used to dress up for dates, take care of her appearance, and make an effort to look good? But now she's showing up in sweats, messy hair with zero effort? This indicates she's no longer invested in attracting you. She's prioritizing her independence and comfort over maintaining the relationship. Sign number 8, no jealousy whatsoever. Now look, zero jealousy might seem like it's ideal, but complete indifference shows she doesn't see you as worth fighting for anymore. Jealousy indicates that she values the relationship and fears losing you. If she doesn't show any concern about your interactions with other women, it means that she's emotionally detached and no longer invested in the relationship. The truth is this. A bit of jealousy is actually very healthy. It shows that she cares and sees you as worth fighting for. When she couldn't care less about you talking to other women, it means that she's emotionally gone. Indifference is her way of signaling to you that you're no longer a priority. Look at her reactions. Did she used to get jealous when the other women were around? Make her presence a little more known when women were in your vicinity? Did she care about who you were spending your time with? If all that concern has vanished, it's because she's emotionally disconnected. She's not worried about losing you because in her mind, you've already lost her. Sign number 9, secrecy. When she becomes secretive, it's a clear sign that she's emotionally pulling away. If she's withholding details about her life, she's already started detaching from the relationship. Secrecy means she's building a life separate from you. Observe how much she shares now compared to before. When a woman starts keeping secrets, it's because she's no longer invested in you or the relationship. She's mentally withdrawing and preparing herself for independence. Is she hiding things, being like extremely vague or avoiding certain topics? These are your red flags. Pay attention to her behavior. Is she suddenly guarding her phone, being vague about her location, or reluctant to share her plans? When she stops including you in her daily life, it's because she's envisioning a future without you. Sign number 10, gut instinct. Your intuition is your evolutionary alarm system, fine-tuned over hundreds of thousands of years. If your gut says she's drifting away, it's time to listen. Trust your instincts. They pick up those subtle clues that your conscious mind might miss. If you feel something's off, it probably is. Your gut instinct is your brain's way of processing subtle changes in behavior, tone, and body language. If you sense that something's wrong, don't ignore it. Those nagging feelings are your subconscious picking up on red flags that your conscious mind might overlook. Pay attention to these instincts. Are you noticing a change in her engagement, her enthusiasm, and her affection? When your gut is screaming that something's wrong, it's because there's something significant happening. Your gut is telling you to pay attention and take action. So there you have it, 10 glaring signs that she's starting to pull away from you with in-depth analysis to help you understand and act. The next move is yours. Either course correct or prepare to embrace singlehood. Make your choice wisely. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.